2023 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Devontae Smith's workload certainly didn't get any lighter going from being a Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama to his first year with the Philadelphia Eagles. 104 targets as a rookie, and his 916 yards, they're the most for a Philly wideout since 2015. They go to him there for a first down.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. A good pickup there at 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it's even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, and he misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for Sanders last week: 14 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Eagles at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott now. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2nd down, Prescott. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And that will be incomplete as well. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and it's taking it right down Broadway. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 38, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. Carson Wentz leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Jimmy Garoppolo, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. And lastly, it's a second straight Monday night devoted to the AFC West. We had the Raiders-Chiefs last week. This time, it's the Broncos and the Chargers from SoFi. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first two quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Play action now. Prescott out to his left.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 43 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Eagles to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Here's Hurts to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First down, Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ndamukong Suh. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So the Eagle offense coming on here as they'll try for 2 points.
Hurts will throw.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air.
Schultz hauls in the quick throw.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This complete to Jones.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Now Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. That is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by James Bradbury. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment.
No.
Okay.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, that late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the 4th quarter. And Charles, this undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve their undefeated status.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One last shot now for Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Eagles, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.